What's up, guys? It's Rios Finance. Today, we're going to talk about a very important topic that's been around the news lately. If a recession happens, what will you need if a recession occurs in 2020? In my opinion, there will be a recession happening later in 2020, around the late half of 2020, around election time. So, around November, December, I do believe there will be a small recession happening just because there's a lot of things that just been leading up to this that we have needed in the past couple of years. But before we get started, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And follow me on Instagram at reels_financial. So like how I mentioned when we started the video, we're going to talk about what will you need if a recession happens. In my personal opinion, there will be a recession in the near future. I listed a couple of things down of my thoughts of what will you need. Maybe you guys will agree with these. Maybe you guys don't disagree. If I missed one, please leave it in the comment section. And then I'll respond back to your comment. Let's get started with number one. Number one, something you would need if a recession happens is an emergency fund. Remember, this emergency fund should cover between 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. Just because when a recession happens, there's usually less jobs out there because many people get laid off from those jobs, or the job doesn't have enough business to keep enough workers throughout that time of the recession. Currently, the oil sector is going to cut jobs in the near future just because of the oil deal that didn't happen between Saudi Arabia and Russia. So if the oil lays off people, that means there'll be more competition for jobs. More competition means less likely you'll get that job. So this emergency fund should get you by between the 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. This comes very handy just because if you lose your job, you have this side money that you really don't think about. It's just there sitting. So this should be your top priority if a recession happens. Number two is you would need a stable job or a career just to get you by this tough times. And this job doesn't have to be like a high paying job or whatever. It's just something that gets you by through a recession. Once the recession ends up passing, remember, nothing ever happens forever. So eventually this recession will end. They'll create new job opportunities for you guys. So then you guys will upgrade your jobs in that case. But you would need a job or a career just to have money coming in every week, every bi-weekly, monthly. It depends how you guys get paid. But this will help you guys in general just because you will have money coming in instead of money just going out. Number three thing on the list you guys will need if a recession happens is money to invest. Just because, like how I mentioned in my previous video, the best time to invest in the stock market or real estate is when there's a recession or a correction happening. Just because in the stock market, you'll get some really good deals for very cheap prices. Like currently, iRobot is very undervalued right now. When Resorts, the stock is very undervalued. Those are like the two easiest ones that will make you money, in my opinion, in the next 18 months. So money to invest in a recession or a correction is very important just because that's the perfect time to get in the market. The perfect time to get in the market is when everything's down and no one wants to invest. Rather than investing when it's just going up in a straight line, that's when everyone starts investing. That's when everyone looks like a genius because everyone's winning money. But money to invest is very important because, like how I mentioned, in the correction, usually the interest rates for homes go down because they want people to spend money. Currently, the interest rates for a home are the lowest it's ever been. So if you guys get a home right now, you guys will pay very low interest. It's actually lower than the inflation rate. So it's the perfect time to get a home if you guys have that type of money to buy a home or invest in a home. Reason number thing on the list, number four, is you guys will need a plan to track expenses. Just because when a recession happens, you guys will need to know where your money is going to. And then if you guys track your expenses, you guys will know and what to cut off. And then you guys will realize you guys will not need these things in a recession, because when a recession happens, you guys need to track all your expenses just because money will be tight if you guys do not have money saved up or whatever, or you guys do not have a job. So if you guys track your expenses, you guys will be very careful on what to spend and what things you guys do not need to spend. So a plan to track your expenses will come very in handy during a recession. I recommend you guys to have that one as well. Number five, you guys should have a long-term plan just in case the recession drags on longer than expected. So let's pretend we think the recession will last 6 months, but then in reality it just lasts 18 months, you guys need a long-term plan of fixed income, like coming in or coming out. You guys need to have a long-term plan just in case the recession drags on longer than expected. So what I mean by this is you guys should have like a budget every month on what you guys need to spend money on. If you guys need to cut down on your gym, supplements, or just gas, driving, groceries, this is what I mean by a long-term plan. You guys will need to cut down on certain things just to get through the recession. After the recession, you guys will go back to normal. A lot of people will go back to spending a lot of money, and then the economy will get better eventually. The sixth thing, in my opinion, will be if you guys follow these 5 things I just mentioned in the board, you guys will be well off in the recession just because you guys will have everything you guys will need. Emergency fund, money to invest, a job, money coming in, a long-term plan. So you guys be very prepared so when a recession happens, like how I mentioned, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, a recession will eventually happen in 2020, in the later half of 2020. So if you guys have everything down on the list, you guys will be ready for it. And then after the recession, if you guys would invested the money, like how I mentioned, you guys will have very good capital gains on the things you guys invested. But that's just my opinion. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. What do you guys think? Please hit the like button if you guys like button. Please follow me on Instagram at reels_financial. You guys have a wonderful day.